So let's move on to Tart Cherry, because before,
Okay.
yeah, I tried this, I wasn't too aware that it was a sleep support
Mhm,
thing. I
mhm,
knew cherry also, just like many different berry, had antioxidant, had, of course,
mhm,
benefits,
mhm.
just like all fruits,
Right,
vegetables have
right.
benefits. But sleep support, you think of melatonin and then you think of sleeping pills and everything.
Right.
Tell me how your Tart Cherry syrup works to help support better sleep.
Okay. So when we started deciding what our next syrup would be, we looked at what is the request we get most, and it is for better sleep.
Hmm.
People are not sleeping well, and that's a real problem. Now, knowing what I know, what that tells me is their melatonin is not being produced, and that is a hormone that is super important for our bodies to thrive.
Hmm.
And so, if you're not getting good sleep, it's a real issue. And so when we started reading, I said, is there a natural way we can help people? Not these people are on narcotics. They're driving to Walmart on Ambien and they don't even know it in the middle of the
Yes.
night. I mean, what is going on? We've got to help these people. I mean, I sleep hard. So this was not an issue it's why it wasn't my first syrup because I didn't have a need for better sleep. Thank goodness. But so many do. And there have been times in my life when I was stressful that I didn't sleep well. And I feel bad for people who don't sleep well. So we started researching and what can we do? My team and I were on it and we were looking at what could we do? What could we do? Tart cherry kept popping up. Tart cherry has a natural form of melatonin that equips our bodies to produce that naturally. And so that's why we love tart cherry. Of course, tart cherry helps with muscle recovery and all gout, all kinds of inflammation type things. So it's a total win. We threw in the valerian root, another great thing for just to help someone relax, the chamomile. And so we hit a huge win with that blend. It took a lot of trial and error, and I can remember making the first pot in my home just to try it and see, and I kept testing it, and I got so sleepy. I said, "Y'all, I don't know if this is just all in my head or if this is really working, but I'm super pleased. I'm like really sleepy." And so now we all laugh and say it wasn't all in your head, Jill. It really does work. It's one of our top sellers, and so many people swear by it. It takes time, though. I tell everyone with anything naturally, you can't expect it to happen overnight.
Mm,
You've got to build up your body's um, the storage in your body of all
yeah.
of that, and start equipping your body. It'll know what to do when you're giving it what it needs. It just takes time sometimes. So time and consistency are so important when it comes to these things. We've had people say within a week they were getting better sleep. We've had some say it took a month,
Hmm.
and they were so glad they didn't give up. But I'm like, just do it.
Yeah.
If you can't sleep, just do it. Give your body what it needs. And tart cherry is one of the ways you can do that. Of course, that's what I love about natural products is you think you're taking it for sleep and all of a sudden this goes away or that goes, the things with the plants that God gave us, it just shows how amazing He is to give
Yeah.
us plants that can do 100 different things, literally.
Isn't it amazing how these nature provides so many answers, and it provides it in such a comprehensive fashion? Like you said, people like
Right.
to say see one to one. Many of the
Mm-hmm.
doctors I
Right.
speak with are always, all right, for this symptom, what do you do? And it's
Right.
okay, you could do this. What about for this symptom? Same thing, right? It
Right.
works on the whole
Exactly.
system and it blows their mind. They're like, no, it's usually one drug to one symptom. That's what we're used
Yes.
to. But we
Yes.
forget that over 80% of the drugs we use are derived from the plants and
Mm-hmm.
fruits and vegetables and just
Right.
synthetically made.
Exactly.
So
They
we're
all
just taking a
started
little
with
piece, right?
yeah, yeah. We took and thought we could do it better in a lab and we could do it more cheaply. And it has not worked out for us. We are
It
not better
hasn't.
than God.
No.
Hello.
No, and there is a little bit of arrogance there, I have to say, among many to say
Absolutely.
we are better, right? We
Mm-hmm.
know that we could
Mm-hmm.
do it better. And I think a little
Yeah.
bit also comes from the instant gratification we like to do because we do want it right away.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yep.
I'm not sleeping right
Absolutely.
now, I want to take this pill
Right
and be
then.
out, in
Right.
5
Right.
minutes.
Right.
What
Yeah,
are the
we've become an
repercussions for
instant
that? Yeah.
instant society.
And that's the problem, and I hope more and more, especially as they see problems showing up more and more where we have the majority of people chronically ill, truly suffering, no real solutions that the conventional,
Mm-hmm.
paradigm will give them except managing that disease,
Yes.
that they'll say, "We need a different approach. We need to
Right.
look at things like using instead of popping pills, going to the cherry,
Yes,
going to
yes.
things that boost us and take time, of course, but in the long run, that pays off so much.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We always say, if you have a system that is symptom medication, you don't have a healthy people, you just have a medicated people.
Oh, yeah,
You know, if we don't have a virus problem, we have an immune system problem in America.
absolutely,
And that is
absolutely.
the essence of what we're seeing play out and why we're masked and why we're scared to socialize and scared to go outside and scared of the sun when we've just been, it's time. Things have got to change.